Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of that boy, ECV. You already know, man, we are back on 2K26. And you know what's crazy, man? And I gotta know, because I gotta wonder, am I the only person that this happens to, or if my friend group is the only one that this applies to, right? And that is the concept that when it comes to 2K, that you have to hurry up and wait to get in the rec to play with your homeboys. Now, what do you mean, hurry up and wait, right? Put it like this. Your peoples, your friends will rush you. Hey, man, got to get to the rec. They'll invite you, send you all the invites, squad up, all of that. You'll be in the rec. And then as soon as you get in the rec, for some odd reason, y'all just end up sitting there for 5-10 minutes. Just doing nothing, like staring into the void, watching as people around you emote and dance or run into the squads as you're standing there on the sideline like, damn, I wish I can go start up a game, but I don't know what my people over here doing, man. I gotta know, man, am I the only person whose friend group is hurry up and wait when it comes to 2K, man? Please, I'm hoping I'm not. I'm hoping this is something that I'm the only one that has to deal with this. But hey, it is what it is. But for real, let's get to a real good topic here that needs to be talked about, right? And that's going to be something I call the YouTube effect. Now, what is the YouTube effect? The YouTube effect essentially is the effect that YouTube has had over gaming and how it's approached now by not only new gamers, but veteran gaming as well. Prior to the YouTube boom, you basically had to get on the game yourself and learn everything right then and there. Like, you couldn't just go online and figure out what was good. You had to actually load into the game, make a build or two that might be bummy because you might have made a mistake here or there because you didn't have the blueprint just set out for you, right? But now the blueprint is the game come out, and before the game even come out, you got people already posting, hey, top builds for 2K. All the YouTubers that get to go to these events and get to look at these games, they then tell you prior to you even getting it, which then shapes the quote-unquote meta of the game. A good example is going to be the 7-4 center, right? Everyone on YouTube, they said 7-4 center, the most broken thing in the game. You see video after video after video of people using this build. So what happens? Now more and more and more people are going to create these builds, right? Now, this also affects how people play in general, right? Where do you think we get the dribble guys with the fading three? Everyone nowadays is going to YouTube in order to learn how to play this game, in order to find their jumpers and what dunk packages are the best. Like, nobody actually goes out and creates their own character anymore. It feels like everyone just goes to YouTube, goes online, and figures out what's the meta or best thing that I can, easily get wins with, or cheese the computer or whatever it is. And that's what everyone tends to run with, man. And it's kind of sad in my opinion. The YouTube effect affects all games now. It's not just 2K. But in 2K, I'm telling you, we went from having unique, even though my player was more structured to your position, like you were limited, you still had more unique players as a whole because of the way you had to play with them. Nowadays, everyone just makes the same meta build that you see on YouTube and keeps it moving, man. And again, that's just the YouTube effect as a whole, and it's just really just infecting 2K as well, man. So that's just crazy. Also, too, people wonder how do jump shots get patched, quote unquote patched? That's through YouTube, man. People putting out these jumpers on YouTube, and everyone copies it, and it happens to be this great jumper, and then you wonder why it gets patched, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? So again, the YouTube effect, man, it's really affecting not only 2K, but just gaming as a whole, man, just as a whole. Now, the next thing I want to point out is going to be, bruh, I cannot stand tempo shooting in this game, right? I can't understand why you have a mechanic with a much bigger green window than the basic shooting button. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tempo shooting is to the point where people are out here fading threes with tempo shots, and just because it's easy to hit. I don't really understand why this is a thing. I guess that they're trying to make it to where, where we want it to be extra. We don't want it to just be, you simply just push the X button to shoot. We want it to be fancy. We want our game to be all fancy and shit. But this tempo shit doesn't make sense to me, man. In my opinion, you shouldn't be able to mistime your shot, but then green tempo. So essentially, you have two green windows, if you think about it, when you tempo shoot. Because when you shoot, right, if you green everything, you'll see green timing, green tempo, made shot, right? So you green both those, the tempo window and the timing window. Now, if you use tempo, you can mistime one and then time the other, which is the tempo one, which is more important, and still make the shot, right? So you have a chance to still make the shot as long as you green either the tempo green or the timing green. But then on the opposite end, for those of us that have been playing 2K since my player's been a thing, who use the X button, right? We can only green the timing window. We don't have a secondary green window that comes along with tempo shooting. And I don't get why we're doing this. Now, it's created a game where everyone and their mama can shoot now. And again, when I'm playing against people and I see these people hitting shots and I see tempo pop up on my feedback, it disgusts me, man. I get it. It makes sense. Like my logical brain here, it makes sense to use tempo shooting. Again, like I said, you get two chances to green it. Why not use tempo shooting? It's a much greener window, bigger window, easier to hit shots and all of that. Why not use it, right? But still, man. That shit is stupid, man. Especially, I think we should go back to the single button, or they need to regress tempo shooting back to what it was, because I remember it was in the game before, but it wasn't really valid. And I also, once you get rid of this tempo, you might actually tone down on some of these, let me run to the corner and fade away three. Like, what the hell is that, man? Every game, bro, I'm sitting here watching people run around 4 or 5 screens to run into a corner to fade away tempo three, man. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, this is dumb. And all of this is based around tempo shooting. And I think if they are able to go in and continue to adjust it, then I think we will be able to see better results when it does come to the tempo shooting, man. So hopefully we see something go and happen with that here shortly with the next updates. Hopefully they do something with tempo shooting. Now, another thing I want to point out, man, before I get up out of here is this. Why is it, right, that if you have 4 people and you're forced to go in with an AI, right? Now, when the game first comes out, I can understand why the AI might be rated 85. But we are now a couple months in. Most people have 99 builds at this point. Most people have multiple 90-plus overall builds. The computer AI needs to be bare minimum a 90. In my opinion, though, I think the computer should be a 95, especially now that the game's been out for as long as it has, because most people now have 99 builds. So I think that the 2K devs should actually raise up the overall of the bots here, so that we can actually have, so if you're going with a bot, you're not just getting completely destroyed. Like, the bot will run off of assignments because of broken thing. Like, they'll be guarding somebody and then they'll just completely leave them to go guard someone else at the 3-point line, when we know 3-pointers are more valuable, right? The computer can't even hit wide open shots, man. That, like, we got to be able to make the other team pay here, devs. Can you please make it to where these bots are hitting open shots so they can't just come double team you without any type of repercussion? You know what I mean? I was asking my boy yesterday, are you able to, like, hit the left bumper as the point guard and tell him to spread the floor? Because the damn AI constantly moves, messing up spacing, messing up cutting lanes, messing up cuts. Because you cut, and then next thing you know, the damn AI coming from the other side of the court. So can we make it to where the AI finds a spot and kind of sits in it? You know, make the AI play a little bit more like how 2K is actually played, because the AI moves way too much. Now, I get it. Maybe you should just run the pick and roll to AI because then you have a little bit more control. Now, I don't play point guard, but again, when I asked my homeboy, he said that he wasn't really able to, like, he would say he wasn't able to do things like tell him to spread the court. I'm pretty sure he can get him to set the screen, though. But again, we need to make it to where the AI is a threat. And I think you start by raising up their overall to at least a 90, bare minimum of 90, raise up their awareness, make them play passing lanes. They used to play the passing lane a couple 2Ks ago. I don't know why they stopped making them play the passing lane, but they should be playing the passing lane. They should be hitting wide open shots that are when they're left completely by themselves. And can we please have some consistency at least on how the AIs play? Why do I one game get an AI that wants to jack up every shot and miss? And then the next game, I have an AI that actually shoots correctly and hits his shots and not a ball hog. Like, first off, why am I getting an AI that's out here trying to shoot like Kobe? Like, come on, man. Every time he touched the ball, that boy yacked it up. Like, what are we doing here, man? So please, devs, can we make these AIs play a little bit better, man? That's all I'm asking, man. Just raise up their overall and make them play like actual players and not just stupid bots that make dumb decisions, man. Please, man. Please. But, hey, let me know, man. How do y'all feel? Do y'all also have the hurry up and wait problem like I do? Was this the first time you heard about the YouTube effect, and do you think I'm onto something with that? How do you feel about tempo shooting as a whole, and what do you think could improve on it or make it better? And how do y'all feel about them making the AI a higher overall and making them play better, man? Let me know down in them comments, and let's get a conversation started, man. But until then, I'm going to leave y'all off with the rest of this gameplay here in the background, and I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at DatBoyETV. Now, catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Oh, wow.
Shoot. Oh, I didn't want to play the game this time. Okay.